107.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
We're in the middle of bona fide talking season. This week, Big 12 Media Days is taking place out in Frisco, Texas at the Star, the Cowboys facility. Next week, ACC, Big 10, SEC. Last week on an interview, Tony Petitti of the Big 10 continued to defend his stance on automatic qualifiers for the new CFP format that starts in 26. This week, Brett Yormark of the Big 12 said, no, man, our league wants 5 plus 11, and we feel great about it. We'll see if Greg Sankey says anything about it next week. Yormark did believe that Jim Phillips of the ACC will agree with him and say 5 plus 11. Now, I've been back and forth on this for a while as a fan when it comes to what I'd like to see. First, I certainly believe, and I think you do as well, Terry, we're going to have 16 schools once this thing grows, into next year. And by the way, just to remind you, college football playoff leaders have until December 1st to tell Disney what the format is going to be. So they don't have to rush, but they need to move along.
Right.
And it's sooner the better. So Tony Petitti last week basically said he wants the 4 plus 4. That's 4 for the Big 10, 4 for the SEC, 2 plus 2, 2 for the Big 12, 2 for the ACC, plus 1, highest group of 6 conference champion, and then 3 at-larges. And let's face it, Notre Dame should get one of those virtually every year.
Well, they're going to try.
Yeah.
I mean, to put Notre Dame loses 2 games or less, they're in.
Yeah.
Every year.
But still, we'll call it 3 at-large teams. And he said this on Joel Klatt's show. Quote, the alternative to this system is expanding the field and giving the committee more to do. If you go to 16 and you have 11 at-large, you've just added even more decision-making. The answer is, well, at that point, it gets to be easy because you'll cover everybody. No, he said, because the more spots you put into the system, the more difficult decisions you're facing. Teams start to look more alike, as we all have a tough road loss. Some of them may have stumbled at home in a tough conference game. The sequencing of when you play. You might be at a really difficult place and then have to go on back home and play somebody else or be on the road for 2 weeks. The journey is relevant, so I think you make it harder. And he wants to, quote, reduce the role of the committee.
Jay versus the Internet. Will there be a run scored in the first inning of tonight's Braves-A's game? The Internet's 50-50 on it. What do you got?
Yes.
Okay, will Cal Raleigh or Aaron Judge hit a home run tonight? The Internet believes they will.
Yes. Why not? I mean, they're both just ridiculous.
And who records more total bases tonight between Pete Alonso and Ryan O'Hearn in the Mets-Orioles game? Internet obviously thinks Alonso.
Well, I just don't like the Mets.
You take O'Hearn?
Yeah.
Okay.